How's it going, guys? I am Jay Credo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. After a short sabbatical away, we are back, guys, and we are back with an absolute bang. I hear you say, what do I have to do to become the greatest football manager that ever lived? The only thing you can do, guys, is emulate the success of the world's greatest football manager to ever grace this planet. That is not Pep Guardiola. That is not Bill Shankly. That is the one and only Sir Alex Ferguson. That's right, guys. We are just about to set out on our very own Sir Alex Ferguson challenge, where we are just about to go out and try and emulate the success of the greatest manager to ever live. But guys, can we do one better than that? Well, Sir Alex took over at Man United on November the 6th, 1986. So I will holiday myself to this day in the game and take over the club, which is sitting second from bottom in the league. The first challenge is to save the club from relegation and then to emulate Sir Alex's achievements. Win a domestic cup within 4 seasons, win a league title within 7, win a league and cup double within 8 seasons, and win the old famous treble within 13 seasons. Sir Alex's honours include 13 Premier Leagues, 5 FA Cups, 4 League Cups, 10 Community Shields, 2 UEFA Champions Leagues, 1 Europa League, which replaced the Cup Winners' Cup, 1 Super Cup, and 2 Club World Cups. 1 replaces the Intercontinental Cup. And the rules as follow. No usage of in-game editor. Promote as many youth players as you can and have 1 minimum youth player in your matchday squad. No buying or selling to fierce rivals, and promote at least 1 new player every season. Here we go, guys. We are in the 6th November 2020, that infamous date that Sir Alex Ferguson took over at Manchester United when they were sitting second from bottom in the Premier League. Now, guys, to emulate that, we need to take over the club that are sitting second and bottom within this database, and that being the mighty Fulham. Let's take a look at Fulham, guys. Now, their club captain is Tom Kearney. Their key player is Alfonso Areola, which is the goalkeeper. And the hot prospect is Sylvester Jasper, who looks a lot like the kiddie who went to Liverpool, Harvey Elliott. Look at him, look, with that top knot going on. Now, guys, let's have a look into their schedule. Let's actually see how they've been getting on thus far this season. So they haven't started off great at all. They haven't picked up a single win in the Premier League, but they are going strong in the League Cup, guys. So that is something to hold on to and something to work towards and take inspiration from. Now, going back into it, guys, the only thing leaves us to do now is take over the reins at Craven Cottage. Can we go on and emulate the success of Sir Alex Ferguson, or will it be an absolute plummet to the bottom of the Premier League? There's only one way to find out, guys. Stay tuned. The manager is created. We are here in the managerial style screen where we have chosen our tributes to match that of Fulham FC in the Premier League, who are sitting second to bottom in this Sir Alex Ferguson challenge. So, guys, let's get into it without further ado. Let's confirm. Let's start playing. Add the manager, guys, and see where this takes us. Fulham have today confirmed the appointment of Jamie Dorr as the club's new manager. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football at the appointment of the 28-year-old, 29, who has recently spent time away from the club, and he is sure to face plenty of questions when he faces the media for the first time at Craven Cottage. Dorr has put pen to paper on a 2-year deal worth $22.5 per week. He replaces previous manager Scott Parker. Dorr lacks the reputation of a survival specialist, which creates an intriguing dynamic with many pundits expecting them to face a battle to avoid relegation this season. Now, if you remember, guys, going back to the rules and stipulations, that is one of the first challenges that presents to us, is avoiding relegation within the first season. Dorr's men are on a poor run of form of 7 league games without a win, and the relegation candidates find themselves in 19th place in the English Premier Division. Fulham have lost 3 of their last 5 games in the league. Now, guys, getting into it, here is an overview of the club background. Founded in 1879, Fulham are a professional English club currently playing in the English Premier Division. Fulham booked their place in the Premier Division by winning promotion from the Sky Bet Championship last season. The club play their home games at Craven Cottage. They have excellent training facilities and good youth facilities. Now, we know some promising youngsters do come through the ranks at Craven Cottage. The club's training ground is Moultspur Park. The Fulham reserve team play at Moultspur Park. The club have a good academy coaching and good youth recruitment network. The club is affectionately known as the Cottagers and retains a fierce rivalry with Queen's Park Rangers, Chelsea and Brentford. So guys, one of the other stipulations was to not sign or sell players to or from your fierce rivals. So we need to avoid QPR, Chelsea and Brentford. Now getting into it, guys, this is our perceived best 11. I will make that judgment when we go in, so you can have a little look, but I'm not going to go into too much detail on that. And into the next, again, this is our club vision that they are setting of us. Play attacking football, play possession-based football, but that suits me down to the ground. Sign players under the age of 22 for the future. Now, okay, if we're going to provide stability, we need ready-made players at the same time as getting players for the future to be able to build this club. Develop players using the club's youth system. That is one stipulation as well. If you remember, guys, going back to the stipulation and rules, we need one player in the matchday squad from the youth ranks, as well as promoting one player to the senior side from the youth academy every season. Now, guys, ongoing 5-year plan, work within the budget. End of current season, fight bravely from relegation. Reach a 4th round in the FA Cup. Reach a 4th round minimum of the League Cup. They've already done that, guys. So we're going to go into it again. Let's confirm, get into things, and let's get this ball on the road, guys. So we're going to skip through all of this. Fulham players in last year contract. We'll review that at a later date. Time expectations, so the playing time. Tactics induction. One thing we're going to do, guys, we'll load in Shake Your Tick Attacks. If anybody knows me, guys, this is my preferred system that I like to play. It's my go-to system. I like to play a tick-attacker brand based on football, high pressing, working the ball back, playing on our own terms, and hitting teams where they're most vulnerable, guys. We opt with a sweeper keeper in defence, and out on the flanks at full-back, we've got wing-back supports. In the middle, respectively, we've got ball-playing defenders and a centre defender, both set on defence. Shoring up just in front of the defence is a deep-line playmaker defence, looking to hit teams on the break from the back. And then in the middle of the park, we've got an advanced playmaker supporting a Messiah attack, which is going to be sort of focused in around this area, underlapping and overlapping with the inverted winger, and support being provided down here. So we're very much going to be focusing our play down the right-hand side. We've got an advanced forward up top on the attack and an inside forward attack on the left-hand side. Now, quick overview. Mentality is attacking. In possession, we've got a standard width, playing out of defence, slightly shorter passing with a slightly lower tempo, and we are going to work the ball into the box with lower crosses. In transition, guys, we have got a counter press, holding our shape, distributing quickly, and we are playing it out to all line of defence. Now, out of possession, guys, we've got a high line of engagement using the offside trap with a higher defensive line, a standard width. We are extremely urgent in our pressing intensity, aiming to win the ball back as quickly as possible, and we are preventing short goalkeeper distribution. Now, the only thing for it now, guys, is to quickly pick our starting 11 or our perceived best 11, and we will go from there. So in goal, it's going to have to be Areola, no doubt about it. In the wing-back position, now, Tete, I've got a bit of experience with Tete from my time managing Lyon in a previous save or in a previous FM. So we're going to stick Tete at the back in the wing-back support role. Now, Anderson, I think he's going to have to be occupying in that ball-playing defensive role for the minute, as well as Tosan is going to step in. I want Tosan in, but again, he's a ball-playing defender. Look at his attributes at such a young age as well. He is an absolute beaut. But for the purpose of this at the minute, we're going to stick Tim Ream in there and see how he fares, shoring things up. And then at left back, guys, I think there's only one thing for it. I love Joe Bryan. Looking at Robinson as well. I think Bryan just pips it with me because looking at his dribbling and his crossing. Deep line playmaker defend is going to be Lamena. Messiah attack is going to be Ruben Loftus-Cheek. And the advanced playmaker at present is going to be Tom Kearney due to a few injuries within the squad. Inverted winger on the right is going to be Bobby Reid. The amount of times this guy's changed his name is probably around about the same amount of times I've started a new save within this FM cycle. So Bobby Reid is coming in on the right-hand side as an inverted winger. And on the left-hand side, I like this Ivan Calero. He can also play out there as a winger or as an inverted winger. I think, actually, we're going to bring Caballero. What's Piatti looking like? I'll tell you what. It's telling me to go with Bobby Reid. So we'll stick Bobby Reid out there at the minute. See, Lookman, I love Lookman. He's an absolute baller inside forward. We'll get him in on that left-hand side. And up top is naturally going to have to be, for the minute, Mitrovic. Seeing if he can actually work something up top, guys. So that is my perceived best 11. Areola in goal. Tete and Bryan occupying the full-back positions. Riemann Anderson in the centre of defence. Lemena, Kearney and Loftus-Cheek make up that three-man midfield. And in attack is Lookman, Mitrovic and Bobby Reid. So going into things, guys, we got the expectations. I always say when going into a new club, accept current visions in the first season. Because if you meet all expectations, then you have got the board eaten out of your hand in the future and for years to come. Door to meet media, which we very much will in a minute, but we will do that off video. So one thing I like to do, guys, when I come into a new club is do a complete squad overhaul. So go into the first team and basically perceive any dead wood and ship them on. Put them in the reserves, make room for other players in the first team. And that's exactly what we are going to do right now, guys. So I've already gone in, guys. I've already clicked the potential button to the highest. So it is highest at the top, lowest at the bottom. Now, if you already have a look, you've got 1, 2, 3 players here, all out on loan. Bosch straight into the under-23 squad. Again, you've got Christie, John Seri, Alfie Mawson, which could possibly do a job for us when he comes back. We'll actually have to have a look to see if we can get him back. Bobby Kamara, all these Knockout, all these players here. Bang, right click, move to the under-23 squad. And Steven Sessegnon too is going to go into the under-23s. And another thing, guys, one of the stipulations is we need to promote somebody every season from the youth ranks in to the first team squad. So let's dive in, guys. Let's take a look. So let's get into the under-23 squad, guys. Let's go. And let's click on potential and see the highest player within this squad. Now, looking at things, guys, the highest potential player is that of Kieran Bowie and Zayad Larkechi. Now, he's a left back and a right wing, respectively. I think we're going to go for the attacking presence of Kieran Bowie because he might be able to deliver something when it comes to being put on and given half a chance, rather than risking a defender being starting in the squad. Plus, he is French. And Kieran Bowie is Scottish. But again, guys, let's have a look at his career. See if he's come through the youth ranks. He hasn't. But we are going to promote him because he is actually in our youth squad. So we're going to bosh him in. Get him into the senior squad, guys. Now, another guy we're going to look at is Sylvester Jasper. He is an English winger. He does look pretty tidy. And he's been at Fulham his whole career, guys. So Jasper is going to go up into the ranks as well. And looking at all these players, we're going to give them half an opportunity in the future. But for now, just looking at things as they are. I think Jay Stansfield, look at him. Look at him indeed. He is going straight into the senior squad too. Let's get into the senior squad. Let's have a look at some of these boys. So Jay Stansfield, look at his attributes. He is looking pretty tasty for a 17-year-old. Like his composure, decisions, finishing. All that for a striker at the age of 17. We have definitely got a future baller on our hands here. One thing I am going to do is go into the squad, make available for the under-23s for 90 minutes. And I'm going to do that of the same of the other boys that we've just sent up as well. So we've got Jasper and Bowie that are both here. Let's make them available for the under-23s for 90 minutes too, guys. Still give them that match sort of sharpness and freshness. But at the same time, whenever they need to be called upon within the first team, they are going to be match fit and ready. Right, guys, let's press on with things. We have got a game coming up against West Ham. Can we go on and actually do something in regards to getting Fulham out of this slump that they find themselves in? Let's get it on, guys. First game against West Ham. Can we turn this form around for Fulham and start off on a high? Again, stipulations stated in the Sir Alex Ferguson challenge. In your matchday squad, you must have one youngster, a homegrown youngster in the squad or in the matchday squad as you go into the game. So we have picked in today's game Jay Stansfield, which again, it was that out-and-out bloody brilliant striker I was showing you just a minute ago, guys. So let's submit the team. Let's get back into it, guys. The starting 11 is that of the best 11 I perceived the earlier on in the video, guys. So let's hopefully we can get something from this game. Let's get into it. Let's go to match. The teams are warming up. Are you ready? Because I don't think I am. Here we are, guys. The starting 11 goes as follows. Areola, Tete, Anderson, Ream, and Brian make up the goalkeeping and defence. Lemena, Loftus-Cheek, and Tom Kenny in the centre of midfield. And Bobby De Cordova, Reed, Adeloma Lookman, and Alexander Mitrovic make up the attack. Getting into the dressing room, guys, point the finger. I know a lot of you want to work towards our poor run of form ending. That happened today. I have the faith in you to get out there and make the difference. Likewise of the midfield and the attack. We're in the tunnel, guys. I've had plenty of time to think about both teams. We have to show that we need to be up for the challenge, guys. Let's skip this. Let's get into it. Let's go. Fulham versus West Ham at Craven Cottage. Jamie Dawes' first game in charge since taking over on November the 6th. How will things fare? Let's demand more out of this. Nothing in the opening 15 minutes. You love to see it. Pretty quiet first half as we go, guys. 3 shots and none on target. But we are keeping most of the possession. And our pass completion rate isn't too shabby either. Again, a whole 45 minutes without any replay. Definitely not. This has got to go in it, surely. Oh, Creswell puts it over, thankfully. Things aren't looking too bad. I mean, the starting lineup looks okay. The ratings are looking all right. Let's get into the dressing room, guys. I'm not happy with that performance out there. Go and show me something else in the second half, else we will be splitting skulls in a minute, guys. I'm going to give it to at least 60 minutes and change things up, make a change. Let's demand more out of this. Come on, boys. Pinned. Lookman down this left-hand side. Plays it to Kearney. Mitrovic! Come on, boys! Get in there. What an absolute lovely bit of play down this left-hand side. Lookman picks the ball up. He uses his pace just to get off the mark and slips it back to Kearney, who finds Brian with a one-touch pass. 1, 2, 3. Yes, please. Let's go, guys. Let's go. 55 minutes played. 1-0. 8 shots. 4 on target. West Ham with a corner. Overswung to Antonio on this left-hand side. And Areola claims it comfortably. Plays it straight out to Mitrovic. Knocks it on. But nobody is there to pick up the loose ball. Pressing from the front. Bowen. Oh, he's hit the beans on toast. Oh, my goodness. Can we hold on and ride this wave? 60 minutes played. Lookman down this left-hand side. Dispossessed. Lemena picks it up. Tom Kearney. Loftus-Cheek. Lemena dinks it out to Reed. Slips it into Tete. Reed playing a little bit of 1-2 here. You have it. No, you have it. Mitrovic with his second of the game. Yes, boys. 2-0 to Fulham. What a result this is turning into be, and what a start. As you can see, the beautiful Craven Cottage is actually under renovation at the minute. 65 minutes played, guys. Now let's change things up. Let's try and hold on to this. We got a 6.5. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Harrison Reed's going to come on in place. And then also in turn, I think we're going to leave that as is for the next 10 minutes or so. Areola plays it short to Anderson. Dinks it up. But I think Rice wins the ball comfortably in the air. Playing at centre half as well. Interesting. Mitrovic. Kearney out to Lookman on this left-hand side. Skips in. Oh, what a goal that would have been. He went past around about 20 people there. He didn't. He went past 2. But still, great bit of footwork from Adeloma Lookman. Let's demand more out of this. Guys, we got the last 10 minutes of the game. Let's shore things up. Lemena not looking too great in that deep line playmaker role. I think Harrison Reed's going to come in there. We're going to undo that twice. Thank you very much. We're going to bring Harrison Reed in the defence midfield role. Nobody can really play in the centre midfield role. That is an absolute shame. I think Carvalhero's going to nip in there as well. And then we're going to bring off Reed, I think, for Piatti. There we are, guys. Last 10 minutes to go. Can we hold on to this 2-0 win? Reed with a corner. Mitrovic, almost made it a hat-trick of headers. Hitting the crossbar as it goes over. Let's praise these boys. Come on, lads. Byram does well. Oh, Areola with a save. Lanzini. Again. Surely not out for another corner. We have rode this well. Let's praise these boys for the last 4 minutes. Come on, guys. Get in. Absolute result. Taken over on the 6th of November. The second bottom in the league, which are Fulham, without a single win in their opening 7 games. Jamie Dole comes in a day later after embedding his tactic, win comfortably 2-0 at home to West Ham. Is this the end of the honeymoon period? Or are we on to something big, guys? You're going to have to stay tuned to find out. Now, guys, if you've liked what you've seen from this video, then please don't be afraid to like, comment, and subscribe. Guys, I've been Jay Credo. You have been awesome. Stay safe, stay well, stay you.